held on to for a while, and I think it's the reason why I'm 27 and I still don't have children. Hi guys, I am going to clean out my makeup brushes. Well, my makeup bag. I do my makeup on my way to work almost every day. At least 3 out of the 4 days I go into the office. So sometimes things spill in there and it becomes a mess. I'm pretty sure one of my lip liners is in here without a cover because everything is dirty. So I'm just gonna clean the actual brush, like this part of the brush, and then the rest I'll have to clean later on. And I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. So I came across this video on TikTok earlier today, and the girl or the creator was talking about a topic that I found fascinating. The topic was a question. She starts off with a question. It says, does anyone have financial resentment towards their parents? And she goes on to explain what she means by this, like resenting your parents for not giving you any advantages in life. And she goes on to explain not exactly the desire to be a Nepo baby, but the desire to just have some sort of advantage before you're born, right? Like provided by your parents. And a good example of this is like getting a car when you turn 16, or your parents buying your car when you turn 16, or your parents being able to fund your 4 years of college, stuff like that. And I can really relate to this video, unfortunately. Not now, because I'm 27 years old and I'm an adult and responsible for my own future. But when I was a teenager, I did have a lot of frustrations as to why I was dealt the hand that I was dealt, and also just like why, if my parents were struggling, they kept having children, because my mom had 4 kids. So I just couldn't comprehend that when I was younger. I just couldn't understand that, like, if things were so bad, why keep making more children? And I just felt compelled to talk about this topic. Now that I'm older, I can see things in different perspectives, and one thing that helped me sympathize with my parents is just hearing their stories of their upbringings and remembering that they're human too, and this is also their first time doing life. They're not gonna get things perfect. It just really helped me empathize with them a bit and snap out of that mentality. So I was, oh crap, this just broke. I love this brush too. Maybe I could super glue it. I'm the type of person that, I don't know. That's another thing I got from my parents. I'm a little bit of a hoarder. Okay, maybe I'll just get a new brush set. None of my brushes match. But anyways, I really want to do better in life. So if I can give advice to anybody that can resonate with those feelings, then I will. So I remember as a teenager having so much resentment towards my parents for my situation, right? The situation I was born into. And that's a feeling I held on to for a while. And I think it's the reason why I'm 27 and I still don't have children. But here's my advice to any young adults that may be feeling similar feelings. Don't dwell on these feelings. Don't dwell on them, because you just can't change them. And at the end of the day, no one's going to come and save you. No one's going to come and save you. As sad as that sounds, it's just the hard truth that I wish I would have learned earlier. But I still did learn it pretty early on. I'm telling you, I didn't dwell on this for too long before I realized, hey, nobody's coming to help me. I got to get myself out of this. If I want to live a nice life, I've got to do that. And I did. I moved out of my mom's house when I was 18 years old. And by the time I was 20, I had my own car, my own crib. I did well for myself because I worked hard and I pushed myself to that extent. And I still feel like it's just never going to be enough for me to feel comfortable. I mean, I hope that's not true, but sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it feels like I'll never be comfortable enough to have my own children and not have to worry about providing them with the life I think they deserve, and I thought I deserved too when I was younger. But my best advice is to not dwell on these things. It ends up hurting you more in the long run, and it will definitely put a strain on your relationships with your family when you think this way, and it's going to hold you back ultimately. That's my main point. It's going to hold you back from reaching your full potential. So yeah, my best advice is feel your emotions, cry about it if you must, let them out, but then you have to move on. You've got to pick yourself up, move on, and work hard for anything that you want in life. Whatever that might look like for you, whether that's going to school or being an entrepreneur or I don't know, whatever hustle you choose. Another piece of advice. I love my family. I sure do. But they're not enough. Like, they're always going to be there to support you. Hopefully, you're always going to be related to them. You need to branch out to other people in the community as well. Maybe getting a mentor like I did, making friends with just different people so that you can learn to see other perspectives. The people in our families tend to have their one perspective, which is generally similar to yours because they raised you. It's good to have perspective on a lot of things in life from different people. Now, what does that mean? Going out there, making friends, getting a mentor, getting some sort of education. It doesn't have to be straight from school. I mean, you could buy a course, whatever. You could teach yourself. You could go on YouTube about different topics and learn things. It doesn't matter. Just try and get as much exposure as you can. Your mindset is going to make or break you. Remember that. Having resentment towards your family for not acquiring a certain lifestyle for you is the type of mindset that's only going to hold you back. It's not going to propel you forward. Dwelling on the past, which you can't change, by the way. You can't go in a time machine, rewind, and restart your life. It is a waste of time and energy, and nothing good comes from this mindset. With that being said, my mentor always taught me that it's okay to feel your feelings and you're valid, just don't dwell on them. So that's my biggest message to you. Feel your feelings, cry it out, let it all out, but as soon as you're done, clean yourself up, dust yourself off, and go on with life. Because that's what the winners do. Those that are winning in life, they keep getting back up, they keep dusting themselves off, and they are, what's the word I'm looking for? They're resilient. They don't dwell on the past and what life would have been like, shoulda, coulda, woulda situations. Those are not the qualities that are in a resilient person.